Hello and welcome back to another Earthborn Rangers live stream. We are continuing on in the Earthborn Rangers Lure of the Valley campaign experience. Not 100% sure what they call it, but we are on day 2. And so one of the things that Earthborn Rangers does is that there is a day tracker. So we are currently in day 2 because we chose to rest after we left the Lone Tree Station and headed over to White Skies. So as a reminder, this is our map where we're at. We started here at Lone Tree Station day 1. We took our lakeshore path over to White Sky. And then during that travel phase, we decided to rest. And what that means is that we were able to add any reward cards that we had obtained, which was 0 to the deck, and move along to the next day. The way that we incorporate the deck now is that we have the path cards, or the path deck. We have the path cards, which is the lakeshore icon, because that is the route that we went over, as well as our current location, which is White Sky. And so we have the 4 White Skies and the 12 Lakeshore cards. Those get shuffled up, and that's the path deck or the encounter deck that we are going to be playing with today. I forgot to turn on music, so I'm going to reach over to my computer and do that real quick. So, yeah. Just watching disc golf form reviews because I've become obsessed. Alrighty. It is Thursday. Don't normally stream on Thursdays, so that's kind of exciting. Oh, heck yeah. The DJ picked Lilo and Stitch. Now we're talking. I did make a couple of alterations to the deck. One of the main ones is to switch from the 3 Spirit to the 3 Awareness. So I just swapped these two on the aspect. And then that means that we had to take out one of the... I don't actually remember exactly what it was that we had to take out, but we had to take out one of the 3 Spirit cards, and I added in the Hydro Lens Goggles. The Hydro Lens Goggles test awareness plus triangles to scout path cards equal to your efforts, then draw 1 path card. One of the things that I have noticed, and is not just something I have noticed, but a common sentiment across the Earthborn Rangers community, is that in solo, if there's a path card that you really do need to find, it can be difficult to find that in solo play if you don't have scouting. So leaning really heavy into scouting. So we got the goggles plus our other goggles. Yeah, we got the Hydrolin goggles, and we're attaching those to the photoscopic headset, where we get to increase the amount of cards that we scout by 1. We are starting at a perfect day. The weather is dictated by the current day track, so we are on day 2, which is still a perfect day. We have a couple of days until it starts to rain on us, and the weather is effectively the difficulty of the scenario. So a perfect day. We're feeling pretty good. We need 3 cloud counters on here. Boom. Because at the end of the refresh phase, we're going to be removing cloud counters. Once the clouds disperse, it's going to get a little bit hotter. Okay. We have our challenge cards over here. And where we left off is we have, hey, fodder, Earthborn Rangers, loving this freaking, it's so good. It is so, like, peaceful. Like, it feels like I'm playing a game. It feels like I am playing a game. And that, you know, my decisions are important and everything like that, but the game is just, yeah, Arkham Horror, but chill and no rush. Exactly. Like, I feel like I'm making meaningful and impactful decisions, but I don't feel like the world's going to crash down and burn around me. So it's always a nice little change. Okay, so we are at White Sky. Each one of the locations has a arrival setup. The lead ranger, we have to draw 1 path card. Boom. So we got the Romping Loon Trinal. So this is a predator. It comes into play within reach of us. And it has Ambush, which we're going to read what Ambush does. I do like that they have... That's not the right book. I do like that they have all of the keywords fairly easily to find. When this card with the ambush keyword enters play within reach or within reach of a ranger, it fatigues the ranger. So, boom. I'm actually not 100% sure if I'm supposed to draw cards first or not, but we're just going to go ahead and fatigue. The fatigue stack is still, I think, my favorite thing about this game, where you have health is, draw first. Okay, cool. Thank you. Health is symbolized by the number of cards in your deck. You can fatigue, which goes to a fatigue stack, but then you can draw cards from your fatigue stack. So just such a cool way to play. So we got a Leaf in the Breeze. When you traverse, dodge up to 3 cards. The Carbon Forged Trowel. We can test Spirit to tend to the local plants to add or remove damage from floor equal to your effort. Or we can test Fit Strike to add a damage to a being for every 2 effort. Got the Photoscopic Helmet. We're going to take that, definitely. I also just messed with the personality cards. I don't remember exactly what I had, but I chose different personality cards. We got Eagle Eye, which we will keep. Compassionate and Perceptive. We're going to go ahead and keep Compassionate. We're going to shuffle these 3, mulligan 3. We got Bold, Familiar Ground, and another Helmet. We'll shuffle these back into our deck. Very easy, nice Arkham Horror mulligan rules. Then we're going to get Fatigued. We got that there. Perfect. So our current mission is the biscuit delivery, or the biscuit basket. So the objective here is to have 0 biscuits. It comes in with 3. So let's go ahead and mark that there with 3. And we can test Spirit plus Hearts to give. We have to hit a 2 to move a biscuit to a human that does not have a biscuit on them, then add 4 progress to them. Or we can test Awareness to sneak the biscuits to soothe 3 fatigue and move a biscuit onto our roll. So there's going to be some humanoids. Kind of the idea of the story is that we are a new ranger, and the tradition is to make our way over to White Sky and pass out these juniper biscuits to the lovely people of White Sky. So that is where we're at. We do have a test here on White Sky, Awareness plus Hearts, to scout path cards equal to your effort, then draw 1 path card. So feeling pretty good there. We're going to start out, we're just going to use one of our focus to play the Photoscopic Helmet. Now the biscuit basket does take up 2 of our inventory slots, so we're at 3. We have 2 more slots left. So this is when a ranger scouts, increase the number of cards scouted by 1. And I always have to remember our common test. So Fit is Traverse, Spy, Spirit is to connect, Focus is to remember, and then Awareness is to juke out the being. This this messes with me more than it should. The fact that these are in a set order where it's always Awareness, Spirits, Fitness, Focus, but they're different. They're a different order on the common test, and it for some reason my brain just doesn't work in that way. Anyways, okay. The goal here is to find as many of these humans as possible, and so we have a couple ways that we can do that. We can Eagle Eye to scout 3 path cards. We have, when you perform a test, we can dodge a card, and I believe dodge just ignores the fact that it's going to fatigue. Well, no, that bothers me. I'm sorry, fodder. I shouldn't have said anything. So dodge 22. Mainly, I'm checking and making sure that it does not exhaust the card. I feel like that'd be way too strong. Dodge some game effects allow you to dodge cards. Those cards do not count as being between you and the. Yep. Okay. I believe after you do the arrival instructions, you still draw. Oh, you still do a draw. Okay, perfect. The bubble. This is along the way. The bubble. We can test Fit to swim in the bubble. We have to have 3 successes. Return all the equipped gear to your hand and move your token to this feature. If you fail, suffer 1 injury. While your token is on this card, prevent all fatigue you would suffer from weather. And it has a 0. This also does have a campaign entry, so let's go ahead and read 50. I don't see myself really wanting, or I don't have a desire to swim in the bubble. I'm gonna be honest with you all there because I like all my equipment. The bubble. Standing on the edge of one of White Sky's platforms, you can see through the clear water to the lake bed a good 5 meters down. Nestled among the jagged rocks and mud is what looks like a large bubble of trapped air. You see green within and movement as well. You ask one of the locals, a young boy, if there's anyone in the bubble right now. Just one, he says, not taking his eye off the bottom of his fishing lane. Salar Mako, the archaeologist, I thought it said anarchist, said he wanted to study some of the old archaeology gadgets down there. When he asks if he's coming up, he laughs. No idea. Solara says the bubble has plenty of food in it. You could stay down there forever. No, Fodder, I think you're correct. I think you do draw. I think you do draw. Okay. I'm probably not clearing that. Fit is not my strong suit, and I probably want to use a lot of my fitness and my traverse icons. Okay, fodder. The app campaign guide on Earthborn website is really good on a phone. Hello. Where Trouble Bowls, where have you been? What do you mean? I terms of like I haven't streamed since last week. I went to Louisiana when my cousin got married. So I traveled down to Louisiana. We ended up driving, which is a mistake that I will not make again because that was 12 hours of, I guess, 24 total hours of driving over a weekend, and 10 out of 10 would not recommend. It was a lovely wedding. How dare you have? You're right. I'm sorry. This is on me. Okay, so we do have an awareness. We could just try and juke this romping loon trail out of here and see what's going on. Whenever you perform a test, we can dodge a card. I might as well just do that. So we're going to go ahead and exhaust our Undaunted Seeker. We're going to perform a test, which is awareness plus hearts up here to try and scout. I'm going to remember that this time because I totally forgot that last time. Actually, you know what? I guess like Eagle Eye, if I scout 3 path cards and draw a path card, I'm not actually going past the Lomping Loon Trail, correct? So I can just do that. So I'm going to go ahead and just spend 1 awareness to play Eagle Eye, which is a moment. Scout 3 path cards, then draw 1 path card. Got a Loon Trail, a Holt, a Hey! We're going to place these on the bottom of the deck because that's how scrying works in this game. And we're going to draw Artel Angler. Friendly. 1, 3, 2 per player. We can do focus to fish with Artel. Oh, that's kind of fun. I wonder if Artel is the person that we asked about the bubble. We can exhaust him. If there's a water card in play, it's 2 fatigue. Yeah, there's a water card. And add 1 token to each equipped food, which I don't think I want to do that because I want to get rid of all my biscuits. If we clear him, we can. Perfect. Also, with Scout, you can put all the cards to Scout. Yes. And, draw an unknown card, I think, right? Because you can just toss everything, draw a new unknown card. I didn't understand that. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I think, yeah, if we didn't get one of the humans that we're trying to pass out these biscuits to, that's definitely what we should have done. Okay, so you said campaign guide on the app. Where did I put my phone? So is that just on earthbornrangers.com? Or... Because that would be great. Yes, perfect. Okay. That's awesome. So I have the foreteller narration for Frosthaven, which is almost like the audiobook version of Frosthaven. You can go in and click on it. Phenomenal. Absolutely fantastic. And so I'm hoping that we get some sort of something like that here because it was so good. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah. Heck yeah. That's really great. Thank you. Sweet. Keep that near here. Let's try and give some biscuits out so we can test Spirit 2 to move a biscuit to a human that does not have a biscuit on them and add 4 progress to them. So we're going to test at least Spirit 1 here. We do have Compassionate. We'll go ahead and commit Compassionate to it. So we are 3 to 2. We flip one of these guys. We get a -1, so we still succeed. We're going to move one of these nifty biscuits over to Artel. I didn't read Artel. Let me read Artel. Sorry. Hold on. 48. Enters play. If a ranger has biscuits equipped, go to 48-1. What's this then? The voice seems to come out of nowhere. Then you look up to see someone standing on a rock overlooking the water. Those smell like High Pimpaw's famous juniper biscuits. You barely have time to notice that the person has a fishing rod before it flicks out and the hook catches on the handle of a basket. With a practiced flick of the wrist, the basket now sits in front of the angler, who eyes the biscuit greedily. May I? I haven't had a biscuit all day long. Clear him with progress to ask about about not getting any fish biting. I've not picked up on the guild since, with one being so many pages and the numbers going up so fast, it's hard to figure out where to flip the book open. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so we do that. We clear angler. So we will go ahead and read this because we do the conclusion of the test first. So if you found otherwise clear, if helping hand is attached, if you found the perfect fishing spot, otherwise go to 48-6. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I think I just go to 48-6. Artel, harumphs. Not sure what it is, but the fishing's been terrible for weeks. I think something spooked the fish in these parts. I can feel it. The angler appears contemplative for a moment. Actually, I've been hearing tales of some amazing fishing spots across the lake at the Golden Shore. Maybe all the fish moved up there. Would you be willing to accompany me? I'd sure appreciate an escort with the fish spooker hanging around somewhere. So we can choose to agree to bring Artel to the Golden Shore, remove all progress from him, and attach helping hand mission to him. Or not today, discard him, each ranger sues 1 fatigue. We're gonna, you know what? We're not today, not today. We're going to discard, sue the fatigue, which we got walk with me, and we'll be good there. Now we're gonna do all of these. So we start here, we go down. There's another one of these cards in play. There's not, so we're good. I do really like this app. This makes it really easy. And the mobile version is really nice. The mobile version is really nice. Cool. Okay. So walk with me. After you succeed at a traverse test, add progress to a being equal to your effort. This is in addition to the test standard effects. Also, I just realized that I never used my phonoscopic helmet to scout an extra. I could still scout, but it's just kind of funny that I just completely missed that. That's on me. Okay, so we're 33% of our way there. We could go ahead and, yeah, we're just going to do this. We're going to exhaust to dodge the romping gloom trail, to test awareness plus hearts to scout. We're also going to, we're going to commit 1. You know what? We're just going to commit the 2. Yeah, we're just going to commit 2 here. We're going to flip. We got -1, so we commit 1. We're going to exhaust the helmet, and we get to look at 2 cards. So we got the fresh blue kelpweed, and a fresh blue kelpweed. Don't forget fatigue. I don't think that I have fatigue here because I use my Undaunted Seeker to dodge the romping loon troll. So unless there's another spot for fatigue, yeah, I dodged. I this is the time that I use that to dodge. But yes, keep me on my toes because no, you're totally fine. Please keep me on my toes because there's new card games are complex, and so yes, thank you. Um, I do like Flora, but it is a focus. We're gonna toss both of these. We're gonna do Fodder's trick, toss both of these, and draw in the Tidewater Muckets. So this is a being prey, water food, fit. We can pry open the shell and savor its contents. Add 1 damage to this being to soothe 2 fatigue. Okay, that's cool. Oh, and if there's an exhausted predator, ready it. Exhaust this being. That's gross. Don't like that. I don't like how. So I got this mat. This mat is not the normal material that I usually use on my mats. It's a cheaper. It's kind of like a war game mat, but like it slides so easily, and I'm like, I have to be super careful with it. We do have 2 fits, so we could attempt to pry this thing open, but we don't have any fatigue. It's also not a Flora, which is unfortunate. I'm thinking after you succeed at a traverse test, add progress to a being equal to your effort. This is in addition to the test standard effect. You know what? We are going to just skip past and fatigue ourselves 1 to search. We're going to add progress. Once we hit the threshold here, which is 3 progress on White Sky, we can travel if we want to. We don't have to. But like here sitting with 2 fitness, I'm not 100% sure what else I'm going to be doing before I take my rest, and so might as well just try and travel a little bit. So we're going to commit 2 fitness. Let's go ahead and commit bolt. Now the reason I'm doing this is I have walk with me, and so if I can get lucky enough and if I get a +1, I clear the romping loon trial. I love this game. It's so much fun. Okay, so we are going to test here. We're at 4 minus 1. So that's 3. Earthborn Rangers. Hey, villain. How's it going? Good morning. Hope you have recovered. We got 3 there, so we can travel when we want to. We'll go ahead and spend our spirit to play Walk With Me to place 3 progress here as well. We got blue. If that test added progress, add an additional progress. So we got that there. I don't think that this, after you succeed at a traverse test. No, because that is not my effort. That increases the amount, but it's not the effort. There's an active predator other than this. Nope. There's an active predator. Exhaust it. Add damage to this being equal to that predator's presence. So we're going to add 1 damage here. You know what? Actually, I'm going to scoot these up. See, the thing moves so much. It's going good. And yes, just about recovered. Excited to watch some more Earth. Yeah, dude, this is a gem. This is a gem. Going to BGG Con? No, I'm not. The next con that I will be at is PAX Unplugged in Philadelphia, and that's at the beginning of December. So that'll be that's where I'm sitting next. Okay, so we are going to end our ranger turn. Travel. We're not going to travel away from White Sky. We still have some of these juniper biscuits that we need to give out, so we are not going to travel. Refresh. We get to ready all of our cards. Each ranger regains all energy. And I have started just placing these off to the side and not putting them back into the box, so I know exactly how much to get. And draws a card. Breathe into it. After you perform a test, discard any number of cards from your fatigue stack to commit 1 effort to that test for every 2 cards discarded. Okay. refresh. We're gonna knock our cloud counter down to 2. And top of the round, everyone's drawing a path card. Hey, we got Vera, the lake guide. She is friendly. We can spy plus hard stat. It's a success on 3 to discard a water obstacle and add 3. Now we don't have any obstacles right now. Obstacles will prevent us from traveling, so that's actually really nice. But let's go ahead and read what Vera has for us today. She is number 49. A massive muscular arm drops over your shoulder, and you find yourself face to face with a tall woman wearing a thin smile. "Hello there," the woman says. Obi-Wan Kenobi. "Name's Vera. May I supply? I make supply runs all over the lake." She sniffs. "Something in your bed sure smells good. Mind sharing?" Clear her with progress to charter a boat immediately to travel to any location on White Sky. Oh wow. Okay. Well, I think I kind of want to just. She does have a 2 presence, so we are going to have to try and pass off some of these biscuits to her. Sometimes the game flows so smooth going between rounds you think you're free. Yeah. I totally agree with that. Yeah, it feels like once you kind of have the basic round structure, it's like we're just chilling. We're like it's such a nice relaxing game. We're going to spend 1 to put another photoscopic helmet out. So now we're scouting more cards. More. We'll pass out one of these biscuits. Or we're going to test Spirit 2 to move a biscuit to a human that does not have a biscuit on them. Now, we can come back and we can use Vera to travel elsewhere, in other ways. I don't think I'm traveling away from White Sky right now just because I want to clear out all these biscuits. No biscuits? No, we got biscuits. They're right here. We got 2 biscuits left. We already gave a biscuit to Artel, and now we're trying to. I feel like a success requirement of 2 is pretty high to try and get someone to take a biscuit. I imagine it's less relaxing when things start going wrong. Can you lose in this game, or does it just set you back in some way? So whenever you deck out, you end the day, and I think that the loss is more of like we have 30 days to kind of do our. I guess I don't know. What's the goal of this game? The goal of the game, Sirius, is it feels very like open world Legend of Zelda so where you're given missions and you're taking out those missions. It feels like a very much a RPG. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Sirius doesn't our villain identifies as a villain, not a hero. There's a main storyline that comes in. Okay, sweet, cool. Yeah, I feel like we're still in tutorial mode right now. They're teaching us how to play the game. Okay, so we're testing Spy. We'll go 2 here. Yeah, we'll go 2. 0, we succeed. We'll pass over a biscuit. Get rid of that biscuit. Vera gets cleared. Let's read what happens when she. Oh, wrong stack. Read what happens when she clears. You move down the shore and find Vera cleaning the deck of her longboat. She looks up and sighs. You ready? You may immediately end the round and travel to one of the following locations: Lone Tree Station, Golden Shore, or Altrax Mountain. Use the lakefront terrain type when building the path deck. If you choose to travel this way, discard the current challenge card. Do not resolve the remainder of the test. If you choose not to travel, discard Vera and resolve the remainder of the test as normal. Perfect. So we added an additional progress. There's an active predator. If there's an active predator, exhaust it. And then this actually has damage enough to get discarded. So, well, now this is nice because it's exhausted. We can skip it. It does not fatigue us if we if we pass through. So I think we just have to scout some stuff. And I'm kind of on team. Let's just scout really, really hard and see what happens. See if we can find a our next victim to give a biscuit to. That sounds weird. We're gonna commit 3. We're gonna commit 3 to scouts here. We take no fatigue. We got a 0. And we'll go ahead and exhaust our headsets to scout 5. Got a carnivorous naiad, another mucket, a loon trill. Wow, I'm glad I scouted 5, and the elder Murtok growl. So we will definitely draw this path card, and we'll probably add the muskets back to the top and bury the rest. For a game that only uses cards, it seems interesting. Oh yeah, absolutely. They did a fantastic job with it. That's on top, and we're drawing Elder Murtok Growl. See what happens when G comes in. I'm so happy with this campaign thing. This works really well. We're at 51. Well, what do we have here? Elder Murtok sets down his fishing pole and walks towards you. The ranger's famous juniper biscuits. The smell alone is almost enough to make me forget about our troubles. If only we could solve our problems with baked goods. If we clear, we can learn about what's troubling him. Him. Oh, Ultron, yeah. Okay. Now we're resolving red. If there's an active predator, there's not. So, Elder is friendly. We can listen to him with a focus test, and if we clear him, we're gonna read. So, straight up getting hungry with all these biscuits and baked goods, right? Right? I am so yes. We do have 2 focus, or I'm sorry, 2 fitness, which I'm not 100% sure, or I don't think we're going to do anything with that. We'll go ahead and we're not going to travel, but I need Spirit to pass out these biscuits, and so we're just going to go ahead and kind of refresh. So travel will refresh. We unexhaust everything. We get all of our money back. I do really like the resource system in this game, where it's like the different types of resources and everything. We draw a ranger card. Hey, there's our hydroland goggles. So awareness to clarify to scout. Path cards equal to your effort. Straight top of the round, we're gonna draw into a. Oh, we knew that was happening. Yeah, scouting seems really good in this game. Scouting seems very, very, very strong. We'll clear one of those. It's about to be hot. We will go ahead and spend 2 awareness to play Hydro Lens Goggles. These are 3. This is our 5th, so we are full up on our equipped slots. This comes in with 3 uses. But, yep. We're going to go ahead and test Spirit to try and pass one of these biscuits out. We're going to go ahead and commit Breathe into it on Elder just in case that is a -1. Scouting for solo is huge, but the Shaper card seen through cycles is the most OP scout card, if you ask me. The Shaper card? It's seen through cycles. Manifestation, so you have to discard a token from a conduit to play it. Choose a being and play, then shuffle it into the path deck, then search the path deck and discard for a being and put it into play. Yeah, that seems very, very solid. I really like the Shaper where you're kind of like the wizard. I like it a lot. because you can the friendly beings are also beings, and so you can toss the romping loon trill to go find elders. Yeah, that seems really solid. Okay, so we're at 3. We're gonna flip into a -1. Glad we committed that test. So we're gonna pass out our final biscuit. And we'll see. Okay. So we are going to, I think we'll probably read the clear here first. So if you completed or currently have the lure quiet, nope. Elder Murtok shakes his head. It's hard to think of a problem greater than the quiet. That massive bearded lynx have been stalking our shore for weeks. She nearly ate someone just the other day. Do you think you could get her, or you could get her to leave us in peace? We can agree to help. We can gain the lure quiet mission. Reminder: find quiet in the valley set and attach her face down to the mission card. You may choose this option only if you don't have another lure or confront mission. Discard Elder Grail. Or we can discard Elder Grail and each ranger stews to fatigue. I feel like I've passed on so many side missions at this point just because I was like, I don't know what I want to take. But I'm thinking that you know what? Heck, we're gonna do it. Gain the lure quiet mission. Let's do it. What's the worst that could go? What's the worst that could happen? I don't know why it says quiet mission. Oh, find quiet in the valley set. That's what it's saying. Okay. Let's go ahead and so we got lure. And we will find quiet. Oh, that's a sick looking guard. Look at that. Wow, she looks pretty. Okay. So quiet. Attach her face down to the mission card. We'll not read what she's doing. Okay, so lure. Locate one of the local mega predators by finding a prey to lure it out. When a prey is cleared, set it aside. Arrive at a new location while there's 5 or more total presents of prey set aside. There are 2 active predators. Exhaust them. Return 1 set aside prey to the collection. That's kind of fun. That's cool. Okay. We cleared here. That's what we just did. And then have 0 biscuits on this gear. We'll read 102. So many things just happened. Okay. The Rangers have no biscuits on their roll card. Go to 102A. With an empty basket, you continue down the path until you come across Calypsa and Cal resting beside a bubbling stream. Calypsa gestures towards the basket. How'd it go? She asks. You tell her of the people you met in your travels today and how each was appreciative of High Pimpos Bakery. Calypsa stands and makes a show of studying you closely. And no crumbs. I'm impressed, Cal. I believe this settles our bet. You figured you would have snuck a few for yourself. You tell Cal looks at you suspiciously. You need to learn to live a little, he says. Man, I really don't like Cal. Complete the biscuit delivery mission and return biscuit basket to the collection. Each ranger stews food to fatigue, then go to 103. We got perceptive. And we have slots open back up. Don't forget to add it to your campaign tracker. Good, thank you. Yes. Procrastinator. I'll write that down. From down the path comes the sound of melodic whistling. Before long, a man wearing many layers of cloaks and walking with the aid of an ornate conduit follows. As he passes, he tips his wide-brimmed hat in your direction. Good day to you, friends. Good day, Master Al. Calypso replies, lone trees, hanging gardens are thirsty. They'll be grateful for some rain. Fear not, my dear Calypso, for there is no shaper more skilled at more skilled at stirring the clouds than I. By the time you return, those gardens will be thoroughly sedated. No, I don't even know that word. Okay, whatever. With that, the Shaper continues down the path. He resumes his whistling as he passes from sight. Cows shakes his head. That fool is overly impressed with his own abilities, he says. Trouble will come of it, mark my words. Calypso nods and then turns to you. It's time you should be on your way. The village elders often have tasks that require the helps of rangers. I recommend that you seek them out on your travels. I know also that Cordo would like some help dealing with the caustic mulcher that roams the woodlands. I'm not sure what he has in mind, but you can seek him out at Lone Tree Station if you're interested. Farewell. With that, Calypso and Cal disappear into the forest, leaving you to explore the valley on your own. What you do now is entirely up to you. You could, for example, spend time exploring the different path types to familiarize yourself with the flora and fauna, or you could travel to pivotal locations on the map and delve into the path deck to find people in need of assistance and missions to complete. Take your time, you will be called upon if there's an emergency. Now, you may end the day or continue playing. We'll continue playing here, and I'm going to grab, actually. We're going to use this as my campaign tracker. So, the lure quiet. Was there something else I was supposed to add to the campaign tracker? I don't think so, right? Oh, I completed biscuits. I completed one day. Okay. I'm going to use that just, and then I'm going to, you don't even see. I'm writing it down in this little notebook, and then I will use that information to create something pretty like I did for Arkham. Okay, so we're not traveling. We just did this. We add an additional. If there's an active predator, exhaust it, then add damage to this. So we can do whatever we want at this point. How chaotic. I kind of love it. Um hmm, that's interesting. So we are at White Sky right here. Um we can not go across the rivers yet because we don't have the ability to do that. We could go check and see what the forest looks like. Take a hike over to Boulder Field. We can go over to Mountain. We could literally the possibilities are endless. That's pretty great. We could try and make our way all the way down to the marsh. I don't think I want to do that, but we have options. I'm thinking Boulder Field because right now our current mission is lure. When prey is cleared, set it aside. Arrive at a new location while there's 5 or more total presents of prey set aside. So let's go find some prey. And we can be working on this lure side mission as we kind of go into the forest. I also think that the forest is going to have some more flora, which is going to help us with kind of our, what is it called? We're the foragers, which is kind of what we want to be doing. Okay, yeah. So let's. I think when I travel, if I don't rest, I don't reset the perfect day because this is just straight up the current day. So I'm traveling in days, so I don't clear this. So let's go ahead and we're gonna try focus. We're gonna try a focus test here. +1, so we get to scout 2 ranger cards. A leaf in the breeze when you traverse, dodge up to 3 cards. Meticulous, after you commit a test which you committed this attribute, you can suffer a fatigue to add it back into our hand. We're going to take that and we'll bury Leaf in the Breeze. I don't necessarily know if Leaf in the Breeze is that great. I don't know. And we will, there's no active red. There is. There are 2 more active predators. There's no active reds. So we will go ahead and finish that. We'll end the round and we will travel. So White Sky, we'll choose to travel. And we'll do this in game now. So that's kind of fun. So we're currently here at White Sky. We're gonna go over here to Boulder Field, just because it gets us Boulder Field, but it also gets us the forest terrain. And then if we wanted to, we could come down here and get the sand or desert, mountain, and then up. So we can hit a lot of different terrain types if we come around here. I assume we're gonna have to get back to Lone Tree Station at some point. So let's hop over to Boulder Field. And then we're gonna read the travel just because it's a new game. So travel clear play area, travel to a new location, build the path deck. We're not going to decide to camp. Read the campaign guide. Entry noted on the back of the location guard. I forgot to do that. So, perfect. So, none of these are persistent, so they all go away. When we are assembling the path deck, we look at the terrain type that we just passed, which is forest. We get to do a little bit of sleeving here, I think. So we're looking in the top left corner here for the forest symbol, which is, oh, we already have it. Oh, there, it's the woods. We've already used the woods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Beautiful. And then Boulder Field. I'll figure out a better way to organize these. I'm curious if anybody, how do you all organize your cards here? There's a good number of them. Okay, I don't see Boulder Field. Have I already sleeved it for some reason? Hmm. Is is Boulder Field one that's the valley? Because I do know that that is like there are a couple of them where you use the valley encounter sets. So let's learn together. Location sets. Certain locations have notable people and places to seek out or discover in your journey. These locations are pivotal. If your new location is not pivotal, you are never quite sure who or what you'll encounter. You might find one of the valley's other wanderers or features of the valley. Shuffle the path cards in the valley set. Add 3 random cards from this set to the path deck. Yeah, so we're going to use the valley deck. And so if they're pivotal locations, they're in this like star and like this yellow. But if they're not, use the valley set, which we've seen some of the valley stuff so far. But let's go ahead and grab all the valleys. Shuffle this up and we get 3 of these. And woods, shuffle it up. Oh, and then it's going to be real hot because we did rest. Okay, so that's set. We need to travel to Boulder Field. Read 14. Long ago, a great mountain once stood here, but as the millenniums passed, it steadily split and crumbled. At the edges of the boulder field, the ground is littered with round rocks the size of apples. As you head deeper in, however, the boulders grow larger until you find yourself weaving between what you imagine to be all the bones of the lost mountain, pillars of rock that reach towards the sky. Oh, we got a lot of stuff going on here. Lead Ranger draws 1 challenge cards and choose the following based on the challenge icon of that card. Boom. Sun, scout 2 path cards, then draw 1 path card. All right, I'll take that. So we get to look at, no, Quasi-Foss. No, she's annoying. The Caustic Mulcher looks horrible. Don't love that. We're going to toss both of these. Hopefully get a Flora. Hey! Nice. It's in an obstacle, which means that we cannot travel if we have the obstacle. Comes into play along the way. Overgrown thicket, we can test awareness plus compass to hunt for a way through the dense forest. Add progress to this feature equal to your effort. And then on a blue, we discard 1 from this feature. It fatigues you. Gross. Okay. Reduce the presence of all beings in play by 1. That's cool. Then we refresh. So we ready everything. We get our money back. Because that was all the travel phase, which is not the end of a game, which, yeah. We draw a card. Hey, the green thumb. Search the path deck and discard pile for a Flora and put it into play with the skill attached. Sick. Okay. Top of the round. Draw a card. The Prowling Woolhound. So this actually only has a presence of 1 because of the Boulder Field. And we also want to be finding prey. So there's another predator in play. This predator comes into play exhausted. Okay. I'm pretty sure that the campaign or that the everything kind of starts on our next day. So we're currently in day 2. Day 3, we read a journal entry, which I assume gives us some more things to do. And so that's what I'm kind of guessing. But as we're here, might as well start interacting with the game. Yeah, and we really want to do this lure. So this is 5 or more total presence of prey set aside. So let's find some prey. I haven't hit a shuffle, right? Nope. Cool. Okay. I kind of want to green thumb this thing because why do I want? I don't want to do that. I don't actually have anything to do with that. So we can test awareness to hunt the overgrown thicket. That the prowling wolfhound will fatigue us, so we may want to just try and juke this thing out. But it's awareness for that too. Okay, let's do a. Let's go 3 against the overgrown thicket. We'll get fatigued 1 by skipping the prowling wolfhound. I do like the fact that like the fatigue or things fatiguing you is not the end of the world. Okay. We're going to commit meticulous. So we're 3. Oh wait, shoot, hold on. The perfect day flips. Midday sun, refresh, add 1 clouds. If there are 3, we flip it. We can test focus to try and find shade, and we can add clouds to it. On a gold, we suffer a fatigue. Okay. 0. So we succeed. This gets discarded, which is nice. And then blue, which we have no blue. After you succeed at a test, we're going to suffer a fatigue to take this back to our hand. Just because I like the traverse icons. Is there, and maybe, yeah, can someone help me and know if there's a word for all of these skill icons? Because I feel like I keep calling them like compass, heart, triangle, the other one. And so I would like to call them by their real name. I probably have seen it, I just missed it. Okay. Should we start trying to beat up on this prowling wolfhound? Yeah, let's try it. Let's go ahead and commit 2. No, we can't. We can't. We need something. Hi all. What's this game about? Hey BB, how's it going? This game is Earthborn Rangers. It's a open world exploration. I think Fodder said it best earlier when they described it as Arkham Horror, but more chill. It feels very much like a story-driven game. We're moving around the map. It kind of has a Skyrim or a Legend of Zelda open world type feel. And right now we're kind of in the tutorial mode. We just passed out a ton of biscuits, and now we are exploring the world and waiting to be called upon for action. Villain. I know nothing about the terms or what anything is called, but at least I know what you mean. Okay, cool. As long as I'm communicating effectively, I guess that's worth. Hey, Mr. Theory. Ooh, I like that. Mr. Theory. Enjoyed the magic preview. Yeah, it was nice. Okay. So we could try and juke out this sprawling wolfhound. We can't do that. We have already lost all of our awareness. Let's go ahead. We have no awareness. Wow, we are kind of all built on awareness. That's really funny. We'll go ahead and exhaust to dodge this prowling wolfhound to test focus. We'll focus 1 plus triangles. I'm trying to. We're gonna commit 1. We're gonna commit familiar ground. Focus -1. No, so we don't locate any shelter. We do suffer a fatigue, and we ready another prowling wolfhound. So we're actually good there. It's not FFG. Is this an LCG? Yeah. So it's not. It is freaking great fodder. No monthly releases or anything like that. Yeah. So it feels like an LCG in the sense that you know what cards you're getting in a box, but there's no like small packs, there's no hero packs or anything like that. But every single one, at least this and then the expansion that they've kind of teased, comes in that size box, and it has all the player cards and all the campaign cards for what feels kind of like an Arkham campaign. Yeah. Big box with the biggest. Yeah. Perfect. Nice. I feel like that was a bad call. I feel like I should not have done that. I think we have to rest. I don't really know what to do. What's our spirit? Well, we can try and connect. Well, let's try and connect with this wolfhound. We got 2 spirits plus 0. So we'll place 2 progress on the wolfhound, and we'll try and connect with it. I guess that is kind of what we want to be doing regardless, just kind of the theme of our character. Also, Nelson and Villain Theory finally caught up with the podcast. It's great work. Thank you so very much. Yeah. Just recorded another episode. Okay. We are going to not travel. Oh, wait, we can travel. I never used this. We're actually going to use fitness to try and travel here. So we're dodging the prowling wolfhound, so we don't suffer fatigue based on the prowling wolfhound. But we are going to attempt to travel up here. 0. Ugh, we're suffering more fatigue from the midday sun. We do commit 2. We need 4 to move away from here. Ugh, the midday sun Boulder Field is not 100% my favorite. So we will not travel. We will refresh, so we ready all of our cards. We get our money back. We draw a card. Hey, static shifter. There we are. So after you add 1 more damage to a flora, you may add that much victual to this gear. We can use a victual to choose a ranger. That ranger stews 2 fatigue, which is great because we're starting to build up our fatigue stack. Out of the biscuit and into the fire. Yeah, right? Also on the refresh, we're going to add 1 cloud token here. The midday sun is still beating down on us. Top of the round, let's see what we got. We got, hey, the Sunberry Bramble. This comes into play within reach of our ranger. We can test awareness to pluck. Added damage to this feature to soothe 2 fatigue. If you fail, it fatigues you. Say 2-3. This is beautiful. This is exactly what we want to be doing. because this character, and those who are unfamiliar with the game, the way that you build your deck is you choose like a background and then a specialty. You choose cards from those roles. I chose the Explorer and the Forager. So the Forager is my background, which deals with a lot of the flora in the game. And so I have cards like this that deal with the flora. So let's go ahead and spend our 2 spirit to play the Static Shifter. We've used 4 of our item slots. Let's go ahead and, you know what? I kind of want to commit 3 to the Sunbury Bramble just so we can make sure that we succeed, because it does take a 2 success here. Let's go and just commit 3 awareness to the Sunbury Bramble. Okay, so we do pass. We've got some red. If you have 3 more fatigue, exhaust this being and suffer an injury. Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, we do all of this first. So we pluck. Add 1 damage to this feature. Whenever you add 1 or more damage to a flora, you can add 1 Vittle to this gear. And we soothe 2 fatigue, which means that we don't have 3 more fatigue. Let's go. We got a green thumb and a carbon forged trowel. I may toss one of these headsets to play the trowel. Okay. We're looking at red. If there are 2 or more active predators, if you have 3 or more fatigue, we are good there. We still have not drawn a shuffle card, which is kind of crazy. Okay, I'm feeling much better now. I have a nicer, bigger hand. We got kind of our engine up and running. I feel I can do this all day, as Mr. Steve would say. Okay, let's go ahead and use a 2 fitness to play a carbon forged trowel. I did look it up. If you ever have more than your allotted inventory level, which is 5, you have to immediately discard down. So you play, then discard. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5. So this has a spy or a spirit to tend to the local plants to add or remove damage from flora. So we can choose to either keep them around or kill them off. So that has some, we're going to just put these together. It has a symbiotic relationship with our Static Shifter. And then we can use a fit to strike and attack, which is nice because there's no basic or common test to attack. So that gives us the option there. Let's go ahead and just focus to remember. So we're testing 1. If we hit 1, hey, we got 2, and there's a shuffle. So 2, we get to scout 2 draft card or ranger cards. Wow, we got familiar ground. Add 1 damage to a flora to add 3 progress to a trail, and a perceptive. After you succeed at a test in which you committed this attribute, gain 1 awareness. We're gonna take this. We're gonna put familiar ground on the bottom of our deck. So I don't see many trails. Sun, we suffer a fatigue. Ready, another prowling wolfhound. We're good. Okay. We are completely out of things to do, so let us rest. So we ready everybody. We gain our energy back. Draw a card. And do another trowel. Don't need that. We're going to add a cloud token here. It's almost cloudy again, which is beautiful. I love that idea. And top of the round, we'll draw a card. Ooh, an Umbra. Oh my gosh, that thing's huge. It's holding a goat. Like, to give a perspective on the scale. Like, in its talons, it has a goat. That's a big thing. Persistent, so it's going to hang around if we travel. It comes into play along the way. It does have an entry, which we will read, and we can try and scare it off. So let's find my phone again. Where did I put that? That thing is the worst. Oh no. Okay. That's not good. It is 89. And this is from the Valley Says, so this is one of those that we drew randomly. Umber, a dark shadow flashes over your head and you duck as the shadow banks around and heads back towards you. You raise your hand to shield your gaze and stare up, quickly spotting the terrifying form of a massive raptor. Her body as big as a stilt horse and massive beak open in a terrifying screech. Lovely. Okay, so we can test spy plus the other one. Let's tame it. Yeah, let's freaking ride this thing. Let's go all Avatar style on this and just ride it. Place this being on the top of the path deck. If you fail, suffer one injury. Ugh. This being is along the way. Move it within reach. It fatigues you as the sun. And then as a red, if this being is within reach, exhausted, suffer one injury. Oh my gosh. Injuries, you have 3, you can take up to 3 injuries, but also whenever you rest, you suffer fatigue equal to your injuries. So that's gross. That is a predator. I hate it. I hate it. It takes 6. We may be hitting this with our little trowel. I like that idea. Okay. Alrighty. So that happened. That's fun. That's exciting. We're all okay. We're having a good time. Um, we still haven't seen any prey, which is pretty funny. Let's go ahead and just use. We'll exhaust this. Use 1 vital. I should have done this last time to soothe 2 fatigue. So you got bold and another hydro lens goggles. You are the prey. When you take an injury, you also discard your. Oh, really? Oh, that's not good. I don't like that. You always bring me bad news fodder. No, I'm just kidding. That's crazy. Okay, well, that's good to know. I would have completely missed that. I hate it. I may have too many compass symbols in my deck. That was something I was lacking earlier, and so I think I overcompensated when I was adding my personality cards to too many. Okay, so that's a thing. That's cool, I guess. Okay. Um, start throwing shovels. Yes, I could interact with it. I would be taking 3 fatigue if I do so, but then I can start plucking these brambles and getting that fatigue back, so that's not too bad. Um, After you add 1 or more damage to a flora, yeah, okay, sorry, no, I'm still tired from yesterday, apparently. Okay, we got Taking Back Sunday in the headphones, and I love Taking Back Sunday. It's not really the vibe of the game, but I'm here for it. Okay, let's figure out. I feel like I have to get rid of this Umbra, and I think the best way to do that is to hit it with a trowel. Um, Rather than trying to soothe it. I can imagine I can imagine trying to pay attention to a new game, a stream, and listening to early 80s. I listen to rain noise when I play. Oh, I like it. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I always have something random going through the headphones. Earlier it was Disney. Um, I think my favorite one, which I think I did comment on, there was one time where I was listening to, and I use like the Spotify AI DJ. It was like country rap or country hardcore. It was the wildest thing I've ever heard. Early 2000s is what I meant. Yeah, I've actually seen Taking Back Sunday. They put on a good show. Okay, let's start attacking this thing. We have a good bit of way to soothe fatigue with like the bramble, and we're not losing the bramble because we don't have any prey, and so we can take the fatigue. We can soothe it fairly easily. So let's attack this thing We don't have. Ugh. We can dodge a. We'll exhaust this to dodge the Prowling Wolfhound. We will attack with the Carbon 4 Trowel. We don't have any Infinity Signs to commit to the test, which is a little scary. I don't know. They're kind of like a bad TBS cover band when I saw them like 8 years ago. Nice, nice. That's fair. Um, the other thing that we can do is we can grab this green thumb to bring out another Sunberry Bramble and just start uh completely using it for fatigue. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and just commit 2. Hopefully we succeed. It is a -1. We do fail. Um, which we suffer. Nope, we suffer 1 injury. Ah, that was not smart. So we discard this stack. There's no way to get rid of injuries, is there? Yikes. We fatigued that, so this is also discarded, actually. Okay, well, that didn't work. Let's use 1 to play Green Thumb. Search the path deck for a Flora. I assume whenever you search, you shuffle. Get the Sunberry Bramble. There are some cards. Yeah. But there's no, like, common way to do it. Sunberry Bramble, we can pluck this to soothe some fatigue, which is good because we will probably be soothing some fatigue. Oh my goodness. Oh, we don't actually have to exhaust that. That's nice. This thing is persistent, so it stays with us if we we have to. Oh my gosh, I hate it. I hate it so much. No common healer attacking this game. Yeah. I don't love it. Um Now I just picture me as like the gardener. It is the worst, yeah. Just like trying to like attack this giant raptor with a trowel and just injuring herself. We're going to well, nope, we don't have any fatigue, so we don't need to pluck it. We may actually try and connect with it just because we have a better chance of not killing ourselves doing that. Do you like gardening at all? Do you have No, I don't. No. I don't. Let's use 2 spirits. We'll do a green thumb and a hydro lens goggle for 4. We're going to go here. We're going to suffer 4 fatigue, which is coming real close to killing or to exhausting us. We can't do that. We can't do that. Ah. I don't like it. Okay, well. Yep, we're going to try it. Okay, so we're at 4. Testing spirit 3. Only 3. Okay, so we're halfway there. And then sun. So we suffer fatigue. This is along the way. It becomes within reach, and if it fatigues us, we're going to die. Oh. I don't like it. What happens when we die? Is it the worst thing in the world? Cal's gonna make fun of us if we do that. Ranger's 2 fatigue. If a ranger needs to draw a card or suffer fatigue but cannot, the day ends immediately. Okay. Well, that we may get to do that. That's exciting. Um, let's go ahead and try and pluck. Yeah, we're gonna test 2 awareness to here. +1, we succeed. There are no blues, so we get to soothe 2 fatigue, which is nature's abundance and another static shifter. Okay. This is enough to clear. We get a token here. That's not the right thing. We got triangles. And what we just drew, nature's abundance, we can add a damage to a floor to soothe 1 fatigue and gain 1 energy of any type. When you add damage to a floor this way, you may not exceed its damage threshold. Yeah. Okay. I think we're gonna have to rest. Because we cannot risk draw. That was actually probably not the smartest thing to do, but we have to rest here. Just because this will fatigue us, this can injure us, fatigue us, and we discard all of these, and I really want to draw some of those cards. This is if there are 2 active predators. Okay, so that is true. I don't think I missed any of those, but yeah, this thing stinks, fodder. I don't like it at all. The other thing that we could, no, we can't. We have 3 cards left. Nope, we can't. We can't dodge. I was gonna say we could try and just run away. This thing is persistent as well. I hate it. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, let's do it. It won't be there the next day. That's good. That's really good. So if it kills me, we're good. Okay, ready all cards. We suffer a fatigue. We draw a card. Leaf in the breeze. When you traverse, dodge up to 3 cards. Oh! Could be worth just resting out to clear the board. Well, you won't want to go down because of 3 injuries. Then you get a lingering injury. Oh, I don't like that. But I could leaf in the breeze to travel away. But if I draw, I could take. Oh, this is gonna clear. Or this is gonna flip. I think we're actually fine. We get all of this back. Oh wait, we have. Oh, we're gonna have to draw 1 more card. Oh wait, but I can perform a test and dodge a card. Stupid Quasi, get out of here. Okay, so if we travel away from here, we can end the day. During the travel, we suffer none of the ill effects, and we can do that by playing a Leaf in the Breeze to dodge 3 cards, and Exhaust to dodge the 4th card. We don't take any. If there's an active predator, exhaust it. Nothing gives me fatigue, right? Oh, reduce the presence of all beings in play by 1. So I have not been doing that. So we do. I think we're fine. We're actually going to first use this to soothe 2 fatigue. 1, a Leaf in the Breeze. Okay. So we're dodging all 4 cards. We're going to travel. So we're going to commit 2 and bold, which is 4. If we get the -2, so we want to commit 1 more, we'll go perceptive. So we're at 5. -2 still. Actually, I think at 4 the -2 works. 0 sun. Yeah. So we place the progress here. Decking out doesn't have any negative effects other than being able to change cards in your deck and starting the next day in the same location. Traverse is the test, and travel is moving between the location. Oh, thank you. Yes, yes. Sun, ready another probably. If this is along the way, we're good. Discard either a progress or a token from a plant, insect, or gear. I don't think we have any. Then we will choose to travel. All right, we're going to end our turn and travel. Because we traversed, we're going to travel and end the day. I guess we haven't picked where we're going. We saw no prey there. That's kind of interesting. Nailed it. I think let's go through the desert. I feel like that's not going to have any prey. But we do get to see the desert. We come down to the market, which is going to be kind of interesting. So if we come down here through the desert to go to Corbeau's market, then we can see the mountain and then whatever this is as well. So we get a lot of the different terrain sets. We can kind of familiarize ourselves with what's in those. So let's do that. We're going to travel here, but we are going to rest. That's going to end the day. Came very close. I hate that. I hate it so much. I'm interested to see what the reward cards are, because there are there's a lot of rewards that you can start adding into your deck, but we have not seen any of those yet. It took me about a week of in-game time to get a day where enough prey just lined up. Oh, really? Yeah, I guess that is true, because if you rest, it goes away, correct? Yeah. Cool. Excellent. Oh my goodness. I love this game. This game is so much fun. Yeah, if you end the day, the praise goes away. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Well, still trying to figure out exactly when, or the frequency, or the normal day that we'll be streaming this, but it is something that we'll continue streaming just because I'm having such an amazing time with it. That being said, the next stream is going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. same time, same place, with Lord of the Rings. We're going to be hopefully finishing up the Agmar Awakens cycle in Lord of the Rings. So we're going to try some Noldor heroes. We'll see how that goes. But thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate you all, and I'll talk to you all later. This is a fun game. Awesome. See you around. Peace.